got a different bit of a setup right now. I just don't have a lot of space on my desk to record, the normal setup or like the only setup I have. So yeah, I've got a camera and everything, hooked up the mic to it, and yeah, just wanted to make this video because I've got a lot that I've wanted to share for a while, and I think it's just time to let it out. Like, I just feel like I gotta do another journal entry online. But like every day, like people just like feel like they're at their low point, or, like just on the brink of like, just like not being able to fulfill what they wanted to. And as like someone who's an advocate for mental health, kind of, I'm not too much pushing towards it, but I always try to check up. Like there's always opportunity and growth. There's always people there for you, and every day's a blessing, man. Like, you gotta think of it like you're living every day. Obviously, there's a reason you're living every day. You gotta just find your purpose, man, and it's just something you gotta get through, because eventually it's gonna be there. Like most of the time, we just get distracted by our problems. We often forget that we have all these opportunities. Just like jobs, meeting friends, events that we go to that make us feel like we can be distracted. That's an opportunity, and it's just taken for granted sometimes that we feel like we live such a bad life. I have so much bad things, but it's like we often forget like all the blessings we have. Like I've gone through so much tough things, and like I'm able to still be here. And I think just being able to live day to day, even if I'm not feeling 100%, is always something that I know I'm working towards, even if it's just not now. Like even if it's just me procrastinating or you know having to try to distract myself just from like all this stuff that I might hurt from. Like every day is always leading to something, and it's just I feel so blessed for it. I'm not the best person when it comes to explaining stuff, so it is a bit hard to talk about these things, which is why I'm trying to make this video and try to talk, explain myself more. But we often forget like the people we meet and like all the happiness that we have. Like right now I'm just feeling like all these problems now that I should have dealt with before. But like like it's just like a blessing, because like it's a bit of an experience that you have to go with. And as a person who's trying to find inner peace and like become more self-aware, it's a blessing, like in disguise. I'm never really much of a person that thinks a lot. Like I kind of just do whatever I feel like, and it's pretty obvious that it's displayed in like friendships and stuff like that, or like just decision making in the future, or like issues that I'll have to deal with later on. But I just kind of see it as like a learning experience, and I feel like a learning experience is something that everyone needs to go through, whether it hurts you really bad or hurts someone that you care about a lot. Like not everyone's perfect, and even I'm not perfect. Like I'm definitely not perfect, but the opportunity to have that lesson is such a blessing, because like if you don't have to go through that truth, like the harsh reality, then you're just never really going to learn from a mistake that you made. Even if you keep doing it time and time again, the more that you experience it, the more it's going to hurt you, and you're going to be like, why am I feeling like this? And you're going to think about all this stuff, and it's like it's such a good way to just find yourself more, you know, like understand yourself and like why you do these things. And you know, like every day you just learn more, whether it's through hurt or just happiness. It's just about being able to, you know, figure out yourself more. I feel like that's the blessing that I've taken from life, and like being able to find more peace in myself just because I know how I feel about things and what it can make me do, you know? Like knowing the potential that I can have, knowing the feelings I can express, knowing the way that I act and how it can affect people. I think it's just being able to be better than, you know, what you've been before. It's just a blessing. Like I've never really found like happiness in the past because I'm always just thinking about the negative things. But like every time I'm just hurt now, you know, I'm just thinking about, you know, why am I feeling this way and what made me feel this way. And it's like, don't think of it as like, why is this happening to me? Like, why does it have to be me? But like, why can't it be? If that makes sense. Like, you have to learn from it, you know, like, why me? But then go think about why me. I don't know if that just sounds like cheesy and stuff like that, just the way I'm changing my tone, but it's like, why is it happening to me? What can I do from this? How can I recover from this? Or how can I learn from this? You know, it's just all about perspective. And I think that's something that, you know, everyone should have. A bit of perspective is really good because, like, you kind of give yourself some closure, and, you know, it kind of gives you a peace of mind. Even though, you know, if it's an argument with like a friend or like in a relationship, whatever, like, just knowing that your feelings is still, you know, it's still okay. Like, it still gives you peace of mind because you know that you knowing how you feel and why you feel that way and how your actions may hurt someone else, or, you know, how it may affect someone else. Like, I think I've just grown to the fact that I've got to start, you know, thinking about what I do instead of just doing it immediately. Like how it can affect people and stuff like that. Like, I'm still learning now. Like, I still have all these problems that I face that, you know, just come back at me all of a sudden. Like, just, you know, just doing things without, you know, understanding people's point of views or trying to understand people's point of views. Just kind of thinking of how I feel instead of how other people feel. I think that's the main reason why, you know, I've caused so much problems, is because I'm not thinking of the other people that I've affected. But that's just a blessing to me, because if I don't go through this stuff now, you know, then how will it affect me in the future? And I think one goal of mine is just to be able to find peace of mind, because I think that I've gone through so much, like all these feelings, and, you know, I've just never understood why I've gone through them or why they've happened. But now that I'm experiencing all of this and knowing how I feel and acknowledging other people and all these decisions, you know, it's just made me feel like, it's just made me feel more content with myself, because I'm able to understand why I'm feeling these things. I haven't really written down much notes towards this video, but I think I'm just kind of like just talking with all this experience. I'm kind of just like trying to you know, express how I feel right now. But yeah, I just feel like I've just gone through all these emotions at once and realizing now like what the damage I've done, or just like the effect I've had to people without considering feelings and stuff like that. But yeah, man, every day is a blessing, every day is a lesson, and I think we just gotta cherish that. I think being able to know how you feel is where the true peace of mind comes from. It's not just about yourself, it's about the others that you may affect. And if you don't think about the others, then you're just never going to, I just feel like you're never going to get anywhere. Because even though being truthful is good, you got to think of it at the standpoint of another person. Always think about their view. Even though you got your opinions, if there's opinion-based stuff, obviously you got to go for it. But other than that, like when it's something you have to feel for the other person, whether it's a decision you guys make together, or it's just a decision that could impact you and that person's, relationship in the future, you just always got to be able to think about it, and you just gotta, go through with it and find a ground that can make you feel at ease. And that's all I've got. It's just kind of just rambling, but I hope this video makes some sense to you guys. Every day is a blessing. Every day is a lesson. You just gotta take what you want from it. Yeah.